If you are over 60 and wake up with stiff legs, stop stretching immediately. A 100-year-old Japanese secret works better without you leaving bed. Good morning to our community of survivors and thrivers. If you are watching this, chances are you know that feeling. You open your eyes in the morning, your mind is awake, but your legs feel heavy like lead. You might feel a dull ache in your calves, or perhaps a frightening numbness in your toes. Your instinct tells you to stand up and stretch, or maybe force yourself to walk it off. But as a medical professional, I must warn you, forcing movement on cold blood vessels is like trying to stretch a frozen rubber band. It creates micro tears and spikes your blood pressure dangerously. Between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., your blood is at its thickest. This is biologically the most vulnerable time for your circulatory system. The Japanese understood this over a century ago. They realized that before you put your weight on your legs, before you act as a human, you must first act as a fluid system. Today, in video 6 of our longevity roadmap, we are moving from the purification phase to the activation phase. I'm going to teach you the Mao Mao technique, a method used by Japanese centenarians to wake up their blood vessels without stressing the heart. But first, you need to understand why your legs feel this way. It is not just old age. It is a physiological phenomenon that we can reverse. Before we look at the microscopic evidence, I want to welcome our new members. We are building a community here that values deep understanding over quick fixes. If you are ready to take control of your health with science-based methods, please click the subscribe button right now. And do me a favor, leave a comment below telling me I am ready to activate my legs. Seeing your commitment helps our team create more in-depth content like this. Now let's look at the science. We often think circulation is about the heart pumping blood through big arteries. But according to research published in the journal Microcirculation, a massive part of your vascular health happens in the tiniest vessels called capillaries. Here is the shocking truth that most doctors don't have time to explain to you. As we age, we suffer from a condition called capillary ghosting. Imagine your city shutting down roads that aren't used often. That is exactly what happens in your legs. When blood flow decreases, the tiniest vessels at the end of your toes simply disappear. They become ghosts. Blood no longer flows through them. This explains why your feet are always cold. This explains the numbness. Your nerves are literally starving for oxygen because the delivery roads have been shut down. A study in Geriatrics and Gerontology International suggests that traditional exercise like walking, while good, often isn't enough to reopen these microscopic ghost vessels once they have collapsed. You need a specific frequency of vibration to force them open. This brings us to the Nishi health system from Japan. They developed the Mao Mao exercise, or the capillary vibration technique. Think of a ketchup bottle. When the ketchup is stuck at the bottom, do you smash it? No, you shake it, you vibrate it. That vibration changes the viscosity of the fluid, making it flow freely. Mao Mao does exactly this for your blood. It uses gravity and vibration to create a hydrodynamic force that gently pushes open those ghost capillaries, flooding your nerves with nutrients without straining your heart or joints. So, how do we do it correctly? And what exactly happens inside your body when you do? We have broken this down into 5 medical truths. We will count down from number 5 to the most critical technique at number 1. Let's begin our countdown with medical truth number 5. And this one might surprise you. It involves your hands. You might be asking, Doctor, I thought we were fixing my legs. Why are we talking about hands? Here's the connection. The Mao Mao technique is not just a leg exercise. It requires you to hold your arms up and shake them simultaneously. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, JAGS, has identified grip strength as an indispensable biomarker for older adults. They found that weak grip strength is directly correlated with poor circulation in the lower extremities and higher cardiovascular risk. Think of your body as a single electrical grid. When you wake up, the connection between your brain and your extremities is weak, like a dimmer switch turned down low. By shaking your hands while you shake your legs, you are performing a system diagnostic. You are forcing the brain to send strong signals to the furthest points of your body simultaneously. If you find it difficult to keep your hands up or to shake them rhythmically, your body is telling you that your peripheral circulation is struggling. But don't worry, this exercise is the cure for that struggle. By practicing this daily, you aren't just strengthening your grip, you are essentially jump-starting the engine at both ends of the car. Moving on to truth number 4, the lymphatic flush. While your heart pumps blood, your lymphatic system, the system responsible for cleaning out waste and toxins, does not have a pump. It relies entirely on your movement to work. When you sleep because you are still, metabolic waste accumulates in your tissues. This is why you feel puffy or stiff in the morning. It's stagnant wastewater. According to research in the archives of physical medicine and rehabilitation, passive vibration is a potent way to stimulate lymphatic drainage without the high impact of running or jumping. When you perform the Mao Mao vibration, you are acting as a manual pump. Imagine shaking a dirty filter in water to clean it out. That subtle, rapid shaking motion dislodges the stagnant fluid sitting in your ankles and calves. This is why many of our community members report that their morning ankle swelling decreases significantly after just 1 week of doing this ritual. You are literally taking out the trash before you start your day. Now we arrive at truth number 3, and this is the biochemistry magic, the release of nitric oxide. If you are a wise consumer of health information, you have probably heard of nitric oxide. It is often called the miracle molecule for seniors. Why? Because it tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. A fascinating study in the Journal of Vascular Research explains that sheer stress, the friction of blood flowing against the vessel wall, stimulates the production of this gas. However, here's the catch. You need blood flow to get the gain, but your vessels are tight so blood can't flow. It's a vicious cycle. The Mao Mao technique breaks this cycle. The rapid vibration creates a unique type of friction inside the capillaries that triggers the release of nitric oxide without raising your blood pressure. It is like widening the highway naturally. Instead of forcing traffic through a narrow lane, which raises pressure, you gently open more lanes. When you finish the exercise and lower your legs, that rush of warmth you feel, that is nitric oxide doing its job. It is the feeling of your vascular system taking a deep, relaxing breath. But to get this effect, you must wake up the nerves first. And that leads us to the critical truth number 2, which deals with the numbness that scares so many of us. This brings us to medical truth number 2, and this addresses the fear that keeps many of you awake at night. Numbness and neuropathy. Many seniors describe a feeling of walking on cotton or not knowing exactly where their feet are placed. This is incredibly dangerous. It is the leading cause of falls in the bathroom or on stairs. According to biological studies in the journals of gerontology, nerves are extremely hungry tissues. They require a constant, high-pressure supply of oxygenated blood to function. When capillaries ghost, as we discussed earlier, the nerves suffocate. They start to fall asleep. That is the numbness you feel. The Mao Mao vibration acts as a mechanical wake-up call. It's like tapping a sleeping person on the shoulder. By physically oscillating the tissues, you stimulate the nerve endings directly, proprioceptors. This doesn't just improve blood flow, it improves connection. It tells your brain, hello, the feet are still here, please monitor them. When you do this exercise, you are not just preventing varicose veins, you are actively fighting against the loss of sensation that leads to dangerous falls. And now, the moment you have been waiting for. Truth number 1, the technique itself. This method, validated by principles found in the Journal of Integrative and Complementary Medicine regarding mind-body practices, must be done correctly to be safe. Please listen carefully. Precision beats intensity. Step 1, the setup. Lie flat on your back. You can do this on a firm mattress or a yoga mat. Use a small, hard pillow or a rolled-up towel under your neck to keep your airway open. Do not use a high, soft pillow that bends your neck forward. Step 2, the elevation. Raise both your arms and your legs straight up into the air and aim for a 90-degree angle with your body. You do not need to lock your knees perfectly straight. A slight bend is acceptable if your hamstrings are tight. The goal is elevation, not a stretch. Step 3, the vibration. Relax your feet and hands. Do not point your toes. Let them hang loosely. Now begin to shake them gently. Imagine you are trying to shake drops of water off your fingertips and toes. It is a micro movement. Shake, shake, shake. Step 4, the duration. Maintain this vibration for 1 to 2 minutes. Breathe naturally through your nose. Do not hold your breath. If you feel dizzy, lower your legs immediately. If you have severe lower back pain, you can place a cushion under your hips for support. Listen to your body. Now, I want to prepare you for exactly what you will feel. This is the sensory prediction. When you finish the shaking and lower your limbs back to the bed, stay perfectly still. Don't move a muscle. Close your eyes. Within 10 seconds, you will feel a strange, distinctive sensation. It will feel like a warm electric current rushing from your hips down to your toes and from your shoulders to your fingertips. Some describe it as sparkling water running through their veins. Others feel a pleasant tingling heat. That sensation, that is not magic. That is reperfusion. It is the floodgates opening. Blood, rich in oxygen and nitric oxide, is surging into those ghost capillaries we talked about. It is the feeling of your body healing itself. Enjoy that sensation for another minute before you stand up. That is the most important minute of your morning. Welcome back from that experience. If you felt that warmth, that tingling sensation, congratulations. You have just successfully communicated with your body in a language it understands. Physics, you didn't need a pill, you didn't need a surgery, you just needed gravity and vibration. However, I must remind you of a principle often cited in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity. Consistency is more important than intensity. Doing this once is an experiment. Doing this every single morning is a medical prescription. Make this your bedtime ritual, or rather, your wake-up ritual. Before you reach for your glasses, before you check your phone, give your legs these 60 seconds of love. They have carried you for over 60, 70, or 80 years. They deserve this attention. Now, I have a small request. We are building a global community of seniors who refuse to let aging slow them down. I want to know who is training with me today. Please pause the video for a moment and go to the comment section. Tell me 2 things. 1, how old are you? 2, where in the world are you watching from? And if you tried the Mao Mao exercise just now, simply type, I felt the flow. Reading your comments is the highlight of my day. It reminds us that we are not alone in this journey. Whether you are 60 or 90, whether you are in Texas or Tokyo, we are activating our health together. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that button and the bell icon. You don't want to miss the tools we are releasing next week. Let's look at our roadmap. We have completed the purification phase. Today, with the Mao Mao technique, we have officially started the activation phase for your lower body. You have learned how to open the ghost capillaries. You have learned how to flush the lymph. You have armed yourself with a powerful weapon against numbness. But I have some bad news. All the good work you just did, all that fresh blood you just pumped into your legs, can be completely undone in the next hour. How? By the way you sit. Most of us will get out of bed, do our exercises, and then go sit at the breakfast table or on the couch to watch TV. And without realizing it, we adopt a posture that acts like a tourniquet, garrote, on our femoral artery. You might be kinking the hose right now as you watch this. If you sit incorrectly, you are trapping that toxic blood in your legs, inviting varicose veins and clots to form, no matter how much you shake your legs in the morning. In the next video, video 7, I am going to reveal the 5 sitting postures that destroy your leg veins. One of them is a position that 80% of seniors consider comfortable, but vascular surgeons consider dangerous. Do not let your hard work go to waste. Click the video on the screen right now to ensure you aren't making these critical mistakes. Stay active, stay wise, and I will see you in the next video.